Hi, it's Lee, and welcome to the Tesla Economist. It would appear that there is a narrative building that Tesla are not making enough models, and it's affecting the stock price. We're even having investment rating agencies saying that this is the reason for Tesla's low grade. So let's find out what's really going on here. Okay, perhaps we are in somewhat of an economic echo chamber here, and we expect everyone else to understand a grasp of some of the basics, like supply and demand. It comes very easy to understand for me, but maybe it's not the same for everyone. So I'm going to talk through how it all works, along with some financials to support it, and what path is best for the company and stock price. I'll show you how I think Tesla are definitely doing the right thing now, although according to the market, it may indeed not be what is best for the stock price, at least in the short term. But my background's in business. It's all I've ever done, from starting my own internet marketing consultancy firm while still at university. I've always been in business. And therefore, I tend to analyze Tesla from a business perspective, as in, are Tesla doing what is right for the business and the future of the business? Now, this is not necessarily the same as what is best for the stock price, or at least short-term stock price. If Tesla wanted a higher stock price, then they'd have a PR department. They'd spend more on lobbying, and they would pay for irrelevant credit ratings. There are plenty of strategies that a company can do to bolster their stock price, at least short-term. Tesla's mission is not to pump the stock price. It's to transition the world to sustainable energy. I would hope that enough shareholders in the company would also understand this, and if there was ever a vote, that the majority would fall to the latter. Tesla just want to get on with this mission with as few distractions as possible. However, when we look at the mission, in the long run, well, the stock price tends to look, well, absolutely ridiculous if Tesla can achieve everything they set out to. Elon is telling those who are willing to listen and understand what is happening. It goes over the market's head continually. But as for the retail investors who can't get enough of this company and soak in every word and sentence the CEO says, then things have never looked better. And Elon even says that it's the retail investors that have a much better grasp of this company. However, to give you a succinct summary, Tesla has a lot of demand, a lot of margin, FSD is coming, and 4680s will be the biggest produced cell the world has ever seen. But for some reason, this is not what the market wants to see in a company, especially in this economic climate, where PE ratios are being compressed. But we're hearing that one of the biggest factors is supposedly the market is concerned that Tesla only sells 2 models, if we exclude the S and X, whereas some of their competition are offering several times as many models. Sure, they may only be selling 1/10 volume production of each model and at a huge loss per sale, but nonetheless, they have a larger variety of models to offer than Tesla. What's wrong with Tesla? Why can't they design more models? They even revealed a new model as far back as 3 years ago, yet that has not entered production yet either. What is going on? Well, for starters, where are these models supposed to be built? Tesla would need to build a new factory for them. This takes resources away from other areas of the business. Tesla can only do so much. They're scaling at such large rates that they are limited mainly with labor. They can only take on so much at a time. There are opportunity costs for all activities. Tesla need to decide on what path will be best for the business. Yes, best for the business, not always best for the immediate stock price. But even if Tesla built a new factory for a new car, perhaps an SUV or something, or even a van, then what? Where do the batteries come from? Well, obviously they build a new battery factory, you might think, or buy more cells from CATL. No, Tesla are already buying as many cells from as many suppliers as they possibly can. On top of that, Tesla are trying to build their own in-house cells as fast as they can too. Tesla is cell and battery constrained, not demand constrained. If Tesla were demand constrained, then perhaps they would very well need to make more models so they can cater to additional markets. But right now, this is not the case. Tesla have struck gold with the Model Y, a vehicle that is probably the most popular ever in the history of vehicles. In addition to that, Tesla have managed to get the cost of this vehicle down considerably, and due to all its popularity, the price has had to be raised in order to manage waiting lists. Yes, if you are wealthier, you can have a Tesla much earlier. If not, then you have to wait a little longer until Tesla are able to offer lower cost versions. And I know this frustrates or even angers many consumers. But what, do you expect Elon to apologize for making such an amazing product that so many people want? Well, he almost has, and he admittedly said he is embarrassed to be charging so much for them, but people are still buying them. And besides, they used to be cheaper. and these people didn't buy them then either. Hey, I really wanted a Ferrari or Lamborghini when I was younger, but I didn't go around complaining that their CEOs were charging too much for their cars, so I couldn't afford them, and they make much higher gross margins per vehicle than Tesla. Plus, the excessive price for those vehicles is all in marketing, whereas Tesla's is in true value. They don't even do any advertising. But if you think Tesla are charging too much and taking too much profit from consumers, then perhaps you might want to think that maybe this is a good company to invest in. As an investor, this is certainly great news, that your company makes such a great product it has so much demand. Oh, but what about the mission though? How can it be good that they're charging so much? Well, it's great for the mission too. Why? Because it shows that Tesla have made such a great product that people are desperate to transition from ICE. But back to cells. Tesla only have so many cells. Therefore, they need to work out where it's best to deploy each cell. They may be making about $350 gross profit from each kilowatt hour for every Model Y they sell. Right now, that's their highest value product. Okay, possibly more with the S and X, but they have limited production capacity. When the Cybertruck is released, well, that might be even more profitable per kilowatt hour, and then Tesla will double down on the Cybertruck perhaps, which means the more affordable models, or compact model, may take a back seat for the time being, even the Model 3. Tesla have an insane mission to attempt. Believe it or not, it's going to cost a lot of money to achieve. The more profitable Tesla can make cells for now, it means the more they can invest in expanding the company with R&D, vertical integration, all sorts of new manufacturing techniques and technologies, which, guess what, increase economies of scale and reduce costs, with an end result of being able to offer more affordable vehicles to a much larger customer base. Lately, I've been saying and coming to the realization of just how long this mission is going to take. It's not an over-the-night thing. It's not like a smartphone. You design one and can then make enough for everyone who wants one. Just because you can't afford a Tesla now doesn't mean you won't be able to ever. But you might still have to wait a few years. But with Tesla's technology in the meantime, you may even be able to use them in the robotaxi network. And you may end up deciding you don't even need to own a car, and instead you'd rather spend more on a house or a holiday instead. Tesla has their Model Y. This car is so popular they're just going to keep building more and improving over time. Eventually they will reach a market clearing price where they have finally found the right amount to produce at the right price. Then rinse and repeat that with the Cybertruck. Until then, there is no point in making more models that are likely less profitable per kilowatt hour. It's just good business. And in the long run, it's what's best for investors. It will create the most profits and thus have the best chance of funding the full mission of transitioning the world. Thanks for listening. Please hit the thumbs up and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter and talk to me on Patreon.